All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. The Detroit Lions have found their secret weapon, folks. It's a wrap. It's a BLT wrap. It's a BLT wrap from Jimmy John's. I think they have a little bit too much tortilla, but that's none of my business. Jameson Williams is about to put the league on notice. Well, actually, he did today. This dude split Melifonwu and Terrion Arnold for his first catch of training camp. Now, we're going to talk about training camp in today's video, but we're going to mainly just talk about the Detroit Lions and it's all going to make sense. But anyways, Jameson Williams, we saw today from what clips we've seen. Pads will be on Monday, by the way. Jameson Williams is a huge question mark for the Detroit Lions. And by question mark, I mean he's this big freaking star who's ready to break out. He's ready to break out as wide receiver too. And I just have no choice but to laugh because I'm thinking to myself, if this comes to fruition, if Jameson Williams is the first round champ, like literally first round Jameson Williams, right, from college a couple of years ago, if that version of JMO can come back on the Detroit Lions this upcoming season, folks, the Lions, I'm trying to not get too worked up right now. All right. It's a little bit late, but I'm trying not to get too worked up. The Detroit Lions, I would not be surprised if they had one of the best wide receiver duos in the National Football League by the end of the season. I saw this tweet here from Nick Baumgartner. Jameson Williams looks stronger through the middle, more explosive with better body control in the air and near the sideline. If he had one hit the dirt today, I didn't see it. Literally looks like a different player from a year ago. Folks, welcome back to the freaking channel and welcome back to the freaking National Football League where the Detroit Lions are participating. That final sentence didn't make any sense. We're all over the place in today's video. Welcome back. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. I kind of want to cover the Detroit Lions training camp in every single video. So if this video can get 500 likes, maybe we'll do it. Actually, we're going to do it anyways. But if we could get 500 likes on tonight's video, that would be freaking awesome. Guys, I need to talk about Jameson Williams. I need to. I'm just oozing at the mouth right now. I do have a Sixers in top right, but neither here nor there. We're going to run through everything we learned today because it was a light day. Amik Robertson and Emmanuel Mosley have been getting work at the nickel corner per Justin Rogers. So we got a little nickelback competition battle going on in camp. Amik Robertson brought over from Las Vegas. Really small, but really feisty. Really freaking feisty. I got a joke I can't say out loud, not pertaining to Amik Robertson, but this is awesome because Emmanuel Mosley played 4 snaps for the Lions last season. He was kind of this slept on under the radar free agent acquisition last year, and he tore it. He tore something right away. He tore his ACL right freaking away. First game, 4 snaps in, 3 plays in, something like that. It was just horrible. But we got a completely new revamped room, and this is important because keep in mind, guys like Carlton Davis are currently not in practice. Now, going back to Jameson Williams, I freaking loved this. He briefly left earlier today. He vomited throughout the entirety of practice. He said he's fine. He just ate the wrong thing for breakfast. Memes on Twitter are circulating every couple of minutes. I saw Cheetos with, it looked like vomit on it, but yeah, Jameson Williams has just been puking his mind off. But seriously, he apparently had such a phenomenal day. We'll touch on him in just a second. But I want to get back to head coach Dan Campbell here. He said he feels like a much better head coach entering this season because of experience. He says the team can build off last year's success, but won't lose their identity. And he said this quote that has Lions fans fired up, rightfully so. We don't live off reputation. We live off work. In yesterday's Detroit Lions video, I would come to the God, dude, we can't talk. I was come to the unfortunate fact, that the Detroit Lions have not won back-to-back 10-game seasons. What was it, since the 90s? It's just a crazy statistic. So hopefully the Detroit Lions will easily be able to win 10 games this upcoming season. And just based on Dan Quinn being the head coach, I love everything that comes out of his mouth. He said on this upcoming season, I'm ready. The staff's ready. The players are ready. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown basically reiterated what Dan Campbell and every Detroit Lions member who was a part of the media today said. We know we can win the Super Bowl. We have everything we need to win the Super Bowl. Amon-Ra St. Brown said this. They can win the division, get to the playoffs, see if we can win the Super Bowl. Now the thought alone is the Super Bowl. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, 1 year ago at this time, said, let's win the division. Let's get to the playoffs. Let's see if we can win the Super Bowl. This year, The only thought is let's go win the freaking Super Bowl. And this is what I've been waiting for 5 minutes to say. Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the most slept on wide receivers in the NFL, undisputedly a top 10 wide receiver in the league based off of last season, especially. He said this quote, folks, on Jameson Williams. All right. I know I've said this every year, but I feel like this year is going to be huge for him. I actually know it is. He said Williams looks more comfortable and pointed out the 2 touchdowns he scored on the first day of training camp. I don't care that the pads aren't on. I don't care that this is training camp. This is huge for Jameson Williams. And if you're a non-Lions fan, I guess that probably doesn't do much for you. But like every Lions fan who saw this report today or is watching this video right now, I know you're smiling inside. We all know Jameson Williams has star-studding potential, but we just haven't seen it at a consistent, reliable basis. I'm telling you, it's happening this year, folks. It's happening this year. All right, getting back to the offense, David Montgomery said he's taken this year more personal because he knows how close the Lions got last season. This whole team has a chip on their shoulder. They all have an edge. These are difference makers, in my opinion, from Super Bowl teams to non-Super Bowl teams, all right? These guys freaking love each other. They're excited to get to work with each other every single day. They're trying to improve. They're trying to fix every single thing that could potentially not be great. I mean, the Detroit Lions have everything going for them right now, and I said this in yesterday's video, and I hate saying this, and I don't even want to say this out loud. The only thing stopping the Detroit Lions, folks, is injuries. Like, if we're just keeping it a buck, that's it. No setbacks with any Lions injuries per Dan Campbell. DJ Reader is on schedule. Brian Branch and Marcus Davenport will be doing walkthroughs. That's a good sign for sure. Dan Campbell also had another crazy quote. He rewatches Lion games from the conference championship. He said, things like that never deter me. If anything, man, it stirs me from the inside. It motivates the hell out of me. That's why I like to go back and watch it, because it makes me want to go back to that point and prove that we belong there. I turn off the NFL Network anytime the Green Bay Packers are on it, like in their like NFL Network's doing like a bunch of throwback games right now. Every single freaking Packers game I watch on NFL Network is like the Packers losing in the conference championship to the 49ers. Packers losing to the 49ers in the divisional game last year. The Packers losing to the Seahawks in the conference championship game where Brandon Bostic. This isn't a Packers video. I'm sorry. The point is, I freaking love it. I don't like doing what Dan Campbell likes doing and just causing self-harm, but he loves it, and it definitely motivates the hell out of him, all right? So Jameson Williams, breakout season, wide receiver 2. Let's go for 1,000 yards. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's it for today. Let's wrap it up. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button for daily NFL content. We'll be covering the Detroit Lions every single freaking day. But if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button as we try and push for 500 likes, I'll greatly appreciate it. Guys, let me know, who are you most excited about to watch in training camp? Let me know down below. Peace.